What's up YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to the Welsh way here with Appleboy Swift Town. It's been a long time since I've said that. So, Champions League second qualifying phase. Sadly we're still entering at this stage despite our amazing run in the Champions League last season. It's frustrating coming into the season this early and having to go through so many games just to try and get to a group stage. But it's something we're going to have to deal with for what I predict to be at least, 4 or 5 seasons more. I think it's really difficult to progress out of this qualifying stage. I mean, if we look, we've got Dynamo coming in from the Croatian league as Croatian champions. Croatia are a decent footballing league. Obviously they possess quality and, they've struggled to get out. Czech Republic is in here. We've got Steaua Bucharest who are here. We've got, Sligo Rovers. Okay, they're not an amazing team, but still, the Irish teams have, been lingering around this stage for a while, and Sligo have done decently well over the past few years, yet they still find themselves here. Elfsborg are here. A lot of good teams are here, a lot of, decent footballing nations, and because of just the sheer limited amount of numbers who can automatically enter in the next round, it's really, really difficult to, get past this stage in terms of your entry. But today we have a very easy match, being a seeded team now. I think it's whatever. Being a first seeded team, we're going to get a pick of the lot who are either people coming through the first qualifying phase or people who are entering at this stage but aren't expected to go very far. So we had either these guys who are Viking Gotha from the Faroe Islands, or we had a team from Gibraltar, Canham. And the Gibraltar team lost, being an amateur team against a semi-pro team. So right now we've got a very, very easy match. Semi-pro team against us. Champions League, was it quarterfinalists? Honest to God, I haven't played it for so long. I weren't too sure if it's quarterfinals or first knockout stage. I'm going to have a look now, so I don't. It was quarterfinals. Yeah, it was quarterfinals. Good. So yeah, I reckon we'll win. We'll win quite comfortably. Hopefully we can embarrass them. Someone get a double hat-trick, get me that little achievement as well, that'd be nice. But let's go into transfers now. So, it's been a while since I've done this, so I won't exactly remember what I've shown you in terms of the outs, but we'll go through them all of them. So Simon James left for Burnley for 250k, I believe I mentioned him before, I vaguely do. Russell Roberts, a youth player, never really played for us. He went out for 1.6k. Next guy was David Burrell a little bit later on. 35k to Burnley. It took me a long time. I offered him for a price, they accepted, but then they couldn't afford his wage. Offered it again at a different price, they got his wage. I think I was just asking for a little bit too much, but it took a long time for Burnley to make that offer. I did start off at 250k like Simon James and lowered it down. Burrell was there last season on loan, but he wasn't as good as a player as Simon James, and so Simon James as vice captain. I think they were willing to pay that little bit more because he was a player already fundamental to the team. Burrell, I mean, he played a lot of games, but like I say, not really well, so I doubt they wanted to splash as much money on him, but still a decent fee, 35k. Then come the free transfers release and those who were out of contract at the end of the season. So Gareth Bale, he retired sadly. Very good player for us when I played him. Last season he really did, really did fade out of the team. He was a very big part player at that point. But he had 2 good years here pretty much. Started off debut winning the Welsh Cup final, scoring 2 goals and getting an assist. Scoring 2 goals and getting a man of match performance in the cup. So that was great. I ended up putting him into the 3rd place on the Welsh Player of the Year. Was it 3rd or 2nd place? I ended up putting him back into the the frame of Wales and things like that, which is a really good achievement because it notices we're being recognised on the international stage and we have the ability to do that and the power to do that. But yeah, 2 great years. 3rd year, I just decided I wanted to play my youngsters a little bit more, and that's what has happened. And that's why I only played 8 games when injuries or tiredness was a factor or internationals. Bale was either on the bench or on the starting 11. So yeah, really good player. I think it's good in the history to have Gareth Bale as well, one of the best players from Wales. Bill Alessandra left on a free. Very good player. Showed what he could really do last season, I'd say, due to the fact we were in the group stages. It gave him an extended time period in the first team, but still didn't score many goals and got injured for my liking a little bit too much. Really good player and would be a lot better if it weren't for these little niggles, these little injuries every now and again. But who is currently after him? I expect he'll probably end up going to Sunderland of League One. Elsewhere, Kevin Crawford was a a big player at one point in the team, wasn't he? Oh no, I thought he was going to be a big player at one point in the team, but Stuart Fraser came in and Crawford fell out. He went on loan to Carlisle. I actually expected Carlisle to sign him, but sadly that never came through. And he played 11 games last season. He was our backup player last season, but again, just felt didn't really need him. He'll be probably going off to Doncaster, I reckon. League One, Burton, League One. Oh, maybe Burton. Here we're going to a League One team. No, that's a decent step for him. And Evan Short, young American goalkeeper, decided that for a backup keeper he was asking for too much wage, and I've just got a youngster who came through the youth squad, just shoved him on the bench. That's how much, that's how important I see the backup goalkeeping position to be. I don't really need to be paying, I think it was like £750 a week for him as a backup player. I can spend that elsewhere. But a decent player, and he would have been a decent future keeper, and when we played him in the league, he did alright. 9 clean sheets in 14 games is very good, and off he's gone to League One. And the last guy to leave was Meredith. He ran out of contract, but because this deal was still going on, he stayed here for an extra few days, and finally the Gateshead deal was finished, and off he went on a free transfer. So he's gone to the Skrill Premier. Really never played well for us. Well, never really played for us, I should say. He did play well in them 4 appearances last year, but he was like the 5th, 6th choice centre-back for a long, long time. So it's good to see that he'll probably go to a place where he can get games at a more suitable level for him. Anyway, so the first guy we brought in was Adam Martin, backup left-back for the season, £800 a week, which is why I signed him. He's Welsh as well, played for the under-21s for Wales. Overall, a decent player for the level, should help us dominate the Welsh Premier League again this season, coming in from Sunderland. He's actually played for a few decent levels. He played for Sunderland in the Championship a lot. Didn't play well at all, but he played for them a lot, and he's played in the League too, so a bit of experience coming in, and also Swansea. So overall, I think that's a decent signing. I'm not really sure how to say this guy's first name, but Al-Matiri, I think it is. He is a Kuwait. Is it Kuwait? Kuwait, yeah, Kuwait player. 17 appearances, 7 goals for his national team. Coming in on loan from Nottingham Forest, £0 a week. He'll be coming in this season as maybe my first choice striker. I'm yet to decide. He should be starting this game right now. As you can see by the reports, there is a lot of difference. And actually, if we compare him to Nathan Green, who will be competing for the position with him this season, we will see that really, he's got every place beat. So, really good signing. Really good loan signing for the season. Only for 1 year. And the last guy we brought in, and the latest guy I brought in, I should say, not the last. Hopefully there'll be a few more actions yet to come, is Ashley Richards, in on loan from Wolves. 33-year-old, again, experience for Wales and under 21s for Wales. Right back, very, very good. Hopefully I can get him tutoring some players who'll be coming in as the backup right back for the season. So, few very good loans there. Overall, I'm happy with the ins. I'm trying to see if I can get a few more. I would have liked to have got a better quality of player, but it looks like really the main starting 11 should stay the same. I'm seeing if I can get better centre mids, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Maybe a left back, but again, not too sure. Maybe I should just keep Scott Drake in. But we'll see how time progresses there. We'll see how time goes on. So this is the team that is going to be starting today. So we have Cornell in goal, Fernandez right back, Duffy and Shawcross at centre back. I know people wanted to see Colin Drake play, but he will still be playing in the league. He'll still be getting that time on the pitch. It's just that I want to play Duffy. I want to utilise Duffy. I don't know if Shawcross is going to be here for much longer. He's 36. I mean, this is probably his last year. I mean, if we see stats decrease a lot this year as well, I'm sure Drake will come in, before the end of the season, or as his stats start to decline or showing decline. So, that's the plan for right now, and Scott Drake is at left back. Midfielders are Armstrong on right, Hunter on left, and centre mids of Lewis and Gunter. The reason Gunter is playing is because Smitham is currently injured, and up front we have Will Evans and Al Materi. I'll probably say that guy's name different every time, so apologies there. And the bench looks like this: Ed Hartnell, Ashley Richards, Colin Drake, Scott Rees, Dick Alston, Wyn James, and Nathan Green. I probably said Day Lewis a second ago. I meant to say Die. My bad. Apologies. I just remembered how to say his name correctly. As you see, we've got a lot of trialists in. I don't know how that's really going. You see Neil Taylor there. He's coming in. I haven't offered him a contract, I don't believe. No, I'm just sort of looking at the market. I don't want to be making any rash decisions and paying $2-3 grand a week on a player who really won't benefit much to the first team, help the first team progressing anyway. So that's why our transfers are a little bit slow. I want to make sure I've got a guy for a few years who can help and progress with the team in terms of Champions League quality. So let's go into the game. So I've spent a lot of time talking about the team. I know that. We'll give you number 11. We'll give you number 5. You can have number 22. You can have number 21. I don't remember your number from before you went out on loan. You can have 16. So let's go. We're at the Lewick Athletic Stadium. No idea where that is. I've never played here before, I don't believe, in the Champions League. But let's see. Really, Faroe Islands, not a massive footballing nation. This team was only founded in 2008, so a very young team. Semi-pro as well. Everything's coming for us. We've got our strongest team out. I probably could have played my weaker team. And what I will actually do is I will bump this up to some pretty fast speeds in the terms of highlights, because I imagine there'll be quite a few highlights today, and it will all be for us going forward and battering the other team. Let's hope that is anyway. So straight away, we are all over the ball, all over possession, and let's hope that we can create a goal in the first minute. It's Di Lewis straight through, and on his debut, Al Materi with the goal. Fantastic way to start off the season for us this year. Lewis, beautiful ball through, the new striker fitting in like a hand in a glove. Beautiful link-up play there. Lewis has picked up a knock already. I'll probably take him off in a few minutes' time, just so I don't aggravate it anymore. Maybe 20th minute or so I'll take him off. And Hunter playing Evans in the box. 2-0 after 9 minutes. We are going to run riot today. I can tell you that for a fact. We are going to run riot. There's going to be a massive win. Let's see if we can get double figures. Like I said, let's see if someone can get a double hat-trick. Let's see if someone can get 6 goals. And I'll actually take Lewis off now. I don't really want to... like I said, it's a semi-pro team. It won't really make too much of a difference. Really, I'm disappointed that I saw a knock as early on as it is. But I don't see the need of unnecessary risk at this round in the tournament so far. Here's Hunter whipping this one in. Sadly, unable to find a green shirt, but we're going to get another attempt. Oh my god, Armstrong's missed a really good opportunity there on the rebound. And I don't actually I didn't read the name of who took the long shot, but decent opportunity there, and really a decent shot on target from the range. So 11 shots, 4 on target, 6 off target. The tactic is the same. I didn't actually mention that. The tactic is the same shots and all that stuff. So no change there. We've actually missed Duffy's disallowed goal. Offside anyway, but also didn't miss anything. Duffy almost scoring his first goal for the club, I believe that would have been. I'm not too sure. Almatiri trying to get Gunter to smash that one in. What has Rees done? He's just played it straight to no one. Is Armstrong whipping this one in? Woo! Off the bar, going to Hunter and... Hunter, it was Hunter, yes, sorry. Hunter and Gunter, I hate the two names in a quick speed. It's going to be difficult to read. And Armstrong hitting the bar, but there is Hunter for the goal, making it 3-0 to Aberystwyth. It's taken a little bit longer to get that third goal. Some good keeping from the other team, but it was always going to come, and I reckon we'll still get a few more as Hunter whips this one in. It goes through to Evans, his second of the game. Only 3 minutes separating them 2 goals. Let's continue to pile pressure on these lads. Really, let's face it, we've never really had this trouble as a semi-pro team. We never got battered, we never got smashed too much. Really, we just parked the bus though in Europe, just because I didn't want these kinds of embarrassing days. As we go 5-0 up after only 41 minutes. I'm going to also try and tell them at half-time to keep it up. I don't really want to see a dip in performance. I really want to smash this team and see if, I don't know how the coefficient points work in Champions League, whether bigger wins offer you bigger points, or whether it's just a win gives you that set amount of points for that year. But it'd still be very nice. Oh shit, I was meant to do a team to myself. Oh well, he said the right thing. But it'd still be very nice to get a massive win, because we've still got a second leg to come, and it'd be good if we could get near 10 in this leg and get 10 in a second. So we go 6-0. Viv Gunter with a lovely volley there. I think he was turning at the same time, so really it was quite a skilled and technical shot to get in from Viv Gunter. I think he was turning. Oh no, he wasn't turning, he was just backing up. I thought he swiveled and smashed it in, but still very good goal from Gunter. 4 different goal scorers now of the 6 goals. That's almost scored from the corner, I could say, from the keeper. Oh, not good, but at least what you'd expect from a decent keeper. And Hunter's been brought down. It's going to be a penalty. Who's going to step this up? Because we've got 2 players on 2 goals. It's going to actually be the debutant who is stepping up to try and get his hat-trick. And he does. 7-0 in aggregate. A debut hat-trick from Almatiri. Fantastic way to start off his career at the club. And based upon this, if he plays in the league, he should surely tear it apart. Because I don't think there's too much difference between some of the lower league teams and this Faroe Islands team. I'm going to make that assumption anyway. I don't really know the quality of player. I didn't even bother checking the quality of player because I knew it was going to be an easy match. Semi-pro-professional team, it's going to always be like that. His Armstrong going through, whipping this one in, gives it to Evans. We've got 2 hat-trick players on today, and only 55 minutes of the game has been played. It is currently 8-0. Let's keep this up. They've had actually 1 shot, the other team. Off target it was, and it was a long shot, but they've had a shot. They can't take, no one can take that away from them. But really, this is what I mean. We're a quarter-final Champions League team and we're facing up against a semi-pro team. This is not fair on them more than us. I mean, we're going to miss... Alright, if we go in later in the competition, all we do is get less qualification money, less money through qualifying through all these spots and all these things and etc, etc. But for this team, I mean, look, they're losing 9-0 in the first leg. They've still got another game at home. That's not going to make a difference for us, home or away. In fact, it's really going to make things a lot worse for them, because we'll just have more away goals on our record when we look back. Come on, let's get 10 in one leg. Here's Evans. Evans with his, is that his fourth? It is his fourth of the game, I believe. 61st minute, and we're 10-0 up against Vikingur Gotha. I could be saying that wrong again, but I mean, what are the odds of facing up against this team a few more times in this series? I highly doubt there is any, because hopefully we'll be out of this competition stage next season if the teams above us do badly, or the teams from that representing that nationality do badly in Europe. Here is... oh no, it's actually a Gotha. I thought we were going to have a throw-in yet again. I could go attacking, but I'm playing well enough on control. It's been a while since there's a goal. Come on, lads. Oh no, Scott Rees has been sent off. Well, that's poor. That is very poor. How can you be 10-0 up and getting sent off? It's like a friendly being sent off. Pointless. We'll actually take Viv Gunter. Oh no, we can't. I know we can. We'll play Ashley Richards in the centre of the pitch. We'll give him his debut today in a Finnish match. A match that is basically over. That's a lovely way to make your debut. 15 minutes at the end of a game that is 10-0 up. And Evans there, tramp goaling it, beatdown goaling it, whatever you want to call it, FIFA goaling it to Al-Matiri. Making sure he gets his fourth and sharing out the goals between them. 4 on both for both of them. See if someone can get 6 as Al-Matiri gets 5. Oh no, he's offside. The second disallowed goal for us there. Really, it could have been 13-0. I mean, if any of them decisions are, you know, a bit on the doubtful side, they're wrong, it wouldn't bother me too much, but still, it could have been 13-0. Hunter's gone through, and Hunter with the goal. It's 12-0 on the day. They're saying he's having a torrid time to, I'm guessing, the right back, but surely the whole team's having a bad time. We've got 2 10 ratings in the starting 11. In the starting 10, sorry. We're down to 10 men currently, and still absolutely battering this team. Armstrong trying to find Evans. Al-Matiri with his 5th at last. We've got 4 minutes left. Maybe he could get his 6th. I doubt it. But 13-0 in the first leg. We should probably even get 20 on aggregate if we can bombard them like we've done today. So we've got 2 10 ratings and a 9.9 rating. Al-Matiri with 5 goals and 2 assists, and really Hunter with a hat-trick and 4 assists, contributing amazing amounts to the scoring. Get the assistant do that, and what I will do is I'll meet you guys back in a second for the second leg. Will just be more of the same, hopefully. Alright guys, so I know I said I'll be back for the second leg, but I thought I'd do the third qualifying phase draw, since you guys never normally see it anyway. And just to give you the idea, we are a seeded team, and look at that, we're the highest seeded team. So out of our possible candidates, this is who it's going to be. So it's Dynamo or Lushtitans, I'm guessing. That's how you pronounce that. Dylo or Ludogorets. I could be saying that wrong again. Apologies. Red Star versus Shakhtar Karagandi. Some of these names. Kefka, whatever. You know, it could be one of these guys. I'm going to stop butchering names and go and just do the draw. So we haven't got a Linfield or a POEL. Who are we going to get? So there's actually only one team left. We're going to have Red Star or Shakhtar Karagandi. So let's actually continue forward and actually get it. So we're going to be away from home first. How's it going in the first leg of this match? So we're going to get a Serbian team. I think we're going to get the Serbian team. We're going to get Red Star. How have they done in the past? So Europa League last season, got to the playoffs before losing to Besiktas. Europa League the year before that. Why is it? What? Oh, so their season. Wait, there's. What? Why is that? Oh, they do so early the Europa League. Sorry, it counts the previous season. So yeah, they only got the second qualifying round before that. Third. So they're a Europa League team. They're not really a Champions League team. Never really gone too far. Playoffs a few times, but that's it. So I'd expect another easy victory if Red Star can go through and win their next game, which I imagine they will. Attendance of 40,000, so clearly they have a big following. But it's just the Serbian football isn't as good ranking. So I'll meet you back, guys, in a second for the second leg. Right, guys, so we are back for this second leg now. As we look to the draw and all that stuff, I'm close to making one signing. It hasn't actually gone through yet, but the contract was accepted. Hopefully he'll pick me. I think there are a few other teams expected to be interested, but we could be having a new Kai coming in, but I won't say anything until it's officially confirmed. Of course, I won't tell you who it is. It's none of them trialists either. So, same team, apart from one change to the bench, which is because of the suspension and the injury. We have Stephen Bowen, a youngster who has never made an appearance for the club before, on the bench, and you know what, I may just throw him on for the shits and giggles, just for the sake of it, you know, because I doubt he'll get near this starting 11 again, and we'll win 13-0 up on aggregate. We broke the record for, I think, the highest ever win in the Champions League, I think, which was previously held by us, and we also broke the record for our highest ever game win and things like that, our highest ever goals involvement, because we beat Carmarthen 10-0, but that beat it. And let's see if we can start off even better. It took us a minute or so to score the first leg, for the first goal in the first leg, and it's only taken us 30 odd seconds to get the first goal in the second leg. Evans starts off the scoring, making it 1-0, and over 2 legs making it his 5th goal, I think, over 2 legs. Honestly, I don't even remember how many he scored last game. That was only about a second ago I recorded that, so not great memory. But they're holding a lot better here, Vikingur. A lot better. 30 minutes, only 1 goal going in. That's decent for them. We're dominating, not playing particularly well, but they all look complacent. And I mean, let's face it, anyone with the same mind going into a game 13-0, you're going to just pass the ball around and waste time, because it's just a mandatory game. I probably should have even played my second team. I might have seen a bit more of a performance. Armstrong out wide, whips this one in, trying to find Evans, and they've scored an own goal. Davidson, with the unfortunate pleasure of having the ball ricochet off him, going in his own goal. There's Hunter down the left, just kicking it right at the player. What's that? That's panicking. Calm down and take your time. There is Lewis out on the left. Drake Lewis playing it all the way out to Armstrong, and wow, what a lovely goal by Armstrong. A looping, I think it maybe was a cross, I don't know, it looked like it was a shot to... Either way, it's a lovely goal, looping over the keeper and going in, side netting at the far post. Absolutely beautiful. So 60 odd minutes in, Lewis is a little bit tired. We are going to bring Bowen on, give him his debut. Who else? Materi hasn't really played very well. We're going to give Nathan Green his chance. And what we will actually do is we'll give Drake his first appearance of the season as well. Since Shawcross looking a little bit complacent, and we'll swap the 2 around, and then captain's armband swaps as well. So the rightful captain, which is Drake, keeps his captain role when he's on the pitch. And it's Davidson, I think, scored the own goal. It might have been that Davidson. I think there's a few with the same name. Oh, they've got a man sent off as well. Vikingur, I'm not having a good time in the Champions League this year. 13-0 defeat, 3-0 away, 4-0 down away from home, almost 20-0 in aggregate. We could get 3 more. I don't think it's going to happen. We've not scored. We've not looked very clinical today. We've just sort of, again, turns up. We've turned up. We've got 4. We're chuffed with that. But yeah, 17-0 down in aggregate. A man sent off as well at home. You've had 2 shots on target, though. I'll give it to them. They've played a lot better in this game. Only conceded 4 and having 2 shots on target, and 3 shots overall, which is a decent tally. Here's Hunter, trying to find a green shirt in the box, but can't. Green and Evan, a more established partnership up there. Yet to break through either of them since coming on. Here's Bowen, and a goal on his debut. Take a bow, son. I mean, it's a semi-pro team, but you score a goal in the Champions League on your debut, that is not something that can be said by any player, really. I mean, let's face it, who's going to get their debut in the Champions League and score a hat-trick? I think maybe Rooney did he? I mean, not a hat-trick, sorry, Rooney scored a hat-trick, but I think he did. Or whatever, you know. I don't know, I doubt there's many players out there who's got a debut on their debutant goal in the Champions League. There's a penalty, and Armstrong has scored that 6-0 on the day, and 19-0 on aggregate. Typical penalty, just calmly slotting it in, and 6-0 is the win today. It's 19-0 on aggregate. Sadly, we couldn't get that 20 mark. No one got 6 goals against them. No one got that double hat-trick. But Armstrong got a hat-trick on the day, which is why he took the penalty. I actually didn't notice that myself. But yeah, good expected win. And we currently have the drawn top goal scorer in the Champions League, with Almatiri and Evans. Sorry about the interruption, guys. I have no idea where I was. I think I was talking about Almatiri, drawn top goal scorer with Will Evans, and the guy from Linfield. Did Linfield go through? I know they won 4-2 in the first leg. They did. That's a surprise. But yeah, let's go on through. Let's continue and assure that we have got Red Star. I see there they won 3-1 in the second leg, so 8-1 in aggregate for them. No, that's Sligo, sorry. 6-1 in aggregate for them. It's a good performance. So 90-0 we go through. We get Red Star away from home first, and home second. They've actually won the tournament. They've got a little bit of history, winning it 79. Wait, okay, in 79 history, yeah. Okay, that's what I say. They didn't win it 79 years ago, 1991. That's not mathematically possible, but they won it in 1991. So they've had a history. They've had history in the tournament, and let's hope we can embarrass them and knock them out. Armstrong there, Bowen getting his debut, scoring as well, working his way through the youth ranking. Not really working his way through though, is it? I mean, he joined last year, he scores on his debut, because it's 13-0 up. I mean, if we're playing, I don't know, Dynamo, I probably wouldn't bring him on. I'd probably just keep Tired Thingy on. So that's it. That is where we are going to end it. We have Red Star coming up. I'll meet you back for them games. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the sheer destruction of Viking Gotha. And until next time, guys, peace out.